Michel de Montaigne is just, wow.
Rob Zaretsky is a professor of history at the University of Houston. To him, Montaigne is someone he wishes he could have a beer with.
He talks about textiles. He talks about the earth. He talks about food. He talks about, forgive me, about defecating. He talks about sex. He just loves earthly things.
Montaigne is known as the man who invented the essay. So of course, he had a lot to say, and people have a lot to say about him. But Zaretsky thinks we still don't really know him.
And just as we really don't know him, if we were to do what Montaigne did and take a long, sustained look at ourselves, we don't know who we are either.
But if nothing else, we can at least begin with some basic biographical facts. Montaigne was born in the Aquitaine region of France in 1533 and grew up on a wealthy estate speaking Latin. As an adult, he served in the Bordeaux Parliament and became very good friends with the humanist writer Étienne de la Boétie.
Montaigne really describes it as a perfect friendship.
That's Pierre Force, a professor of French and history at Columbia University.
There was mutual admiration, but there was love.
Montaigne's friend died in 1563, just a few years after they met. In 1570, Montaigne decided it was time to retire.
And he dedicated his life to reading and thinking and meditating. And that's when he started writing the essays.
In his younger years, Montaigne was obsessed with death. But when he fell off a horse and nearly died, his mindset changed.
He essentially saw himself dying, and then he saw himself coming back to life. And as a result, he was probably less stressed or afraid or obsessed with the idea of death than he was in his early years.
While surrounded with his own thoughts, he learned that the people of Bordeaux had elected him mayor.
He apparently, did not lobby for that position or anything like that. They just elected him.
And he did such a great job that he was elected again. Montaigne lived during an extremely turbulent time, and the world threw a lot at him. At one point, he had been asked to act as an official mediator during the vicious war between Catholics and Protestants. In the essays, he talks about almost getting kidnapped and ransomed at his house. Still, he just wanted to meditate and write.
Looking into himself, taking care of his own mind, his own heart.
But staying in one place was not easy. In 1585, Montaigne learned the plague had arrived in Bordeaux. Rob Zaretsky from the University of Houston says Montaigne hit the road with his family, and in one of his essays he describes wishing he could run from himself.
The point to living is not to rehearse one's dying for Montaigne. Now, in the wake of the plague, the point to life is to live.
So Montaigne lived, and he wrote and wrote and wrote. He lived an unusual life in a frightening time, and spent a lot of it trying to get to know himself better. After all, as he would say, even on the most exalted throne in the world, we are only sitting on our own bottom. For Philosophy Talk, I'm Holly J. McDede.